immigration inflow that comes in is itself composed of people of all different ages. So we often think of immigrants as very young people, and we think, okay, we're going to bring in a lot more young people, and they'll replace the people the boomers who are retiring, more and more as we go. But the truth is they bring in their children, and they often bring in their parents and their grandparents, and we want them to do that. We want them to be part of society, and that means that the age distribution of immigration is not that much different from the regular rest of the population. And so when you bring them in, you really don't move the average age in the population very much. It's almost impossible to bring in enough immigrants to really change the problems we have with an aging workforce, an aging population, because the inflow is so balanced, the immigration inflow is so balanced in terms of its age composition. So when we bring in younger immigrants, they also want to bring their parents or their grandparents. And so that means you're bringing in young people, but you're also bringing in older people. And I've heard it described, for example, as saying that if you really wanted to have an impact on the aging of the population, you'd pretty much have to bring in a whole set of 15-year-old orphans. That obviously is not what we're going to do with our immigration policy, so it's not a solution in that sense. The most effective way to counter the impacts of the aging workforce are probably things that are within our grasp right now. So economies, we often think about economies as if they are machines, where when a cog is missing, the whole thing breaks down. So if one mechanic or too many mechanics retire, the economy won't function. But really, economies are more like organic beings that react and adjust. And they adjust through the price mechanism. So what's going to happen is, as we get retirement of certain skill groups, the value of those skills, the wages that will be paid for those skills will go up. And that will induce more of the young people to train. It'll also induce other people to create inventions, and we're seeing it happening already, that really replace labor in some of the things that have to do with, say, helping the elderly, right? And that combination will mean that what looks like a terrible crisis coming will probably not be as big as we're worried about. So do we need to replace person for person as they retire? No, we really don't. The economy will adjust in a large degree.